In the wild, nature's most stunning creations can hide the deadliest threats. These 7 plants, listed from mildest to most dangerous, have the potential to cause serious, even fatal harm to those who come into contact with them.
The first species is the cactus. While countless varieties exist, their most dangerous shared characteristic is the sharp spines that cover their bodies, spines that are, in fact, modified leaves. This structure allows them to survive in harsh desert environments by minimizing water evaporation, while also serving as a formidable defense mechanism against animals. A tragic illustration of this danger is the 1982 case of David Grundman. While walking in the desert, Grundman used his shotgun to fell a small cactus. Emboldened by this act, he proceeded to target a massive nearby saguaro cactus. With just a few shots, a giant arm of the cactus broke off, fell, and crushed him to death on the spot. The saguaro cactus can grow to heights of 3 to 16 meters, transforming its sheer size into a potential threat. Furthermore, a common survival misconception is the belief that one can drink water directly from a cactus to quench their thirst. In reality, the liquid inside most cacti contains acidic compounds that can induce nausea, diarrhea, and even worsen dehydration, causing severe damage to the kidneys.
Next is the tobacco plant. This plant contains nicotine, one of the most potent and dangerous neurotoxins known. If any part of the plant is accidentally ingested, the victim may experience dizziness, headaches, nausea, and anxiety, accompanied by a rapid heart rate. This phase can be followed by a drop in heart rate, potentially leading to death. However, fatalities from ingesting the raw plant are exceedingly rare. The true, more pervasive danger arises from its processed form. After being harvested, dried, treated, and packaged, the leaves become commercial tobacco. This is the product responsible for an estimated 8 million deaths globally each year, with approximately 40,000 of those in Vietnam. The primary cause is not only the toxicity of nicotine, but also its highly addictive nature.
The third species is the oleander. Known for its beautiful flowers that bloom in a variety of colors such as white, yellow, pink, and red, the oleander is as deadly as it is alluring. But behind this captivating facade lies one of the most toxic plants in existence. Every part of the plant, from the roots, stem, and leaves to the flowers and sap, contains a potent cocktail of deadly toxins. This toxicity is primarily due to a potent compound called oleandrin, and it is present in every part of the plant. Ingesting even a single leaf or flower can trigger severe symptoms, including abdominal pain, nausea, and drastic changes in heart rate, either accelerating or slowing dangerously. The toxins also attack the nervous system, and this combination of effects can be fatal. Furthermore, mere contact with the plant can cause skin inflammation. A chilling case from the year 2000 highlights this danger. A woman reported finding her husband deceased inside their home. When police arrived, they found no signs of physical trauma, leading them to suspect poisoning. The investigation uncovered a crucial detail. The wife, named Angelina, had taken out a significant life insurance policy on her husband. This fact, combined with other evidence, led police to conclude that Angelina was the perpetrator. She had purchased a $250,000 policy, hoping to receive a substantial payout after his death. Her plan involved adding ground oleander and antifreeze to her husband's drinks, causing his demise. Ultimately, she did not receive the insurance money for insufficient cause, and she was sentenced to death for the crime.
This brings us to the fourth plant, belladonna, also known as deadly nightshade. These are its flowers, which are purple, and these are its berries, which are a glossy black. While its fruit and flowers may appear beautiful, all parts of the plant are highly toxic. Consuming even a single berry can lead to a range of alarming symptoms: blurred vision, headaches, a rapid heartbeat, red rashes on the skin, a severely dry throat, and even hallucinations and confusion. There is another plant called bittersweet nightshade. Its flowers are white, and this is its fruit. As you can clearly see, the fruit of the bittersweet nightshade is quite similar to that of belladonna. Both are glossy and black, though the berries of the bittersweet nightshade typically grow in clusters. But beyond the appearance of their fruit, both plants share a more critical trait. They are both highly poisonous. Therefore, it is best to avoid them entirely.
Moving to the fifth plant, we have Gelsemium elegans, commonly known as heartbreak grass. This plant is identified by its yellow, trumpet-shaped flowers that often grow in clusters. It is so notoriously lethal that it has been featured in literature as a means of suicide. Consuming it means there is no turning back. The plant contains a host of deadly alkaloids, including cumene and gelsenicine. If ingested, the initial symptoms include sore throat, dizziness, blurred vision, and nausea. This is quickly followed by severe abdominal pain, a drop in heart rate, and, ultimately, death. This plant is quite common in several Asian countries, including China, India, Indonesia, and Vietnam. Because of its prevalence in Vietnam, numerous cases of accidental poisoning have occurred. This serves as a sincere warning. Be aware of whether this plant grows in your area to avoid any tragic mistakes.
The sixth plant on our list is the castor bean plant. This is its leaf, this is its flower, and this is its fruit. When this fruit dries and is opened, it reveals the castor beans inside. These seeds are, by far, the most dangerous part of the plant. This is because castor beans contain an incredibly potent toxin known as ricin. When a person is poisoned by ricin, the symptoms include nausea and severe abdominal pain, which then progress to hemorrhagic signs such as vomiting blood, blood in the urine, and bloody diarrhea. To illustrate the danger of ricin, consider this story. In 1978, a journalist named Georgy Markov was waiting at a bus stop on his way to work when he felt a sudden sharp sting in his leg. It was intensely painful. As he turned around, he saw a man fumbling with a dropped umbrella. The man apologized before quickly walking away. Afterward, Georgy caught his bus and went to work. By the time he arrived at his office, the pain in his leg had intensified dramatically. It became so excruciating that he had to be hospitalized. 4 days after his admission, while doctors were still struggling to diagnose the cause, he died. Following his death, an autopsy revealed a tiny metal pellet embedded in his leg. The pellet was only 1.7 millimeters in diameter, and inside it was a trace of ricin. This was determined to be the cause of Georgy's death. It is widely believed that he was assassinated by the man with the umbrella. The ricin-laced pellet had been fired from a device concealed in the umbrella's tip. The motive for the assassination is thought to be related to his work as a journalist reporting on sensitive political matters. The killer was never found.
The seventh and final plant is the rosary pea or jequirity bean, Abris precatorius. This is its flower, and these are its seeds. The seeds of this plant are often used to make rosary beads, which is how they earned their common name. And of course, the reason this plant is on the list is because its seeds contain an exceptionally dangerous toxin, abrin. Abrin and ricin are like two brothers. Their chemical structures are similar, and they produce nearly identical symptoms of poisoning. However, when it comes to toxicity, abrin is dozens of times more potent. For both rosary peas and castor beans, it is possible to survive if the seeds are swallowed whole, as the hard outer coat can pass through the digestive system intact. But if a seed is chewed or crushed before being swallowed, the toxin is released. At that point, survival is nearly impossible. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss any of our content.